Hello guys, and welcome to another profile tree video. So in today's video we're going to be covering a website builder called Squarespace. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So before we take a look at Squarespace itself, let's talk about the website builder. Now, Squarespace is a popular all-in-one web hosting and website building platform, and that makes it easy to create professional quality websites without needing to know any code. So let's get a more detailed overview. Firstly, with the ease of use. Its intuitive drag and drop editor allows anyone to build responsive websites easily. It's also got very minimal coding knowledge required to customize advanced features. Now, in terms with that, you don't need to know any coding at all. It is just a drag and drop website builder, so if you're not too technical, don't worry too much. It does also have a built-in mobile optimization across all templates, meaning that you don't really need to touch any of the responsive design at all. Squarespace will handle that for you. All you need to do is drag and drop elements that you want onto the page. Now, as well as this, it's got design flexibility. So you can create, and it does have over 200 beautifully designed, fully customizable templates for different industries. As well as this, you do have themes that have great base designs with color, font, layout tools as well. Now these are pretty good for the fact that it gives you a vision of what your website can look like. So if you have a business or you just want to create a website for fun, then Squarespace may be the right website builder for you, purely for the fact that it has a great amount of different templates, it has great design for each of the pre-built templates, and as well as this, it does have quite a bit of animations in terms of the website builder. Now, as well as design flexibility, you do have tools like sticky elements, background videos, resizing, or rearranging sections. And we'll look at that later on in the video. Now, I would say that Squarespace is an all-in-one platform. It includes hosting, automatic security, as well as the speed optimizations built in. It also has integrated email campaigns, so Google Analytics, and other marketing features. Now, its robust e-commerce functionality like checkout, orders, inventory management, it pretty much has all of that. You can also have scheduling as well as appointment management tools. Now, with the customization and expandability, you do also get plugins which you can add as extra functionality, like forms, user logins, as well as custom code. Now, it's always great to have some custom code, especially if you want to create something a little bit more functional. Then Squarespace allows you to do that. You do also get 24/7 customer support via chat, email, phone, and social media. So if you're ever stuck at all, or if you do have an issue with your website, then you can contact them 24/7. Of course, this will depend on the plan that you pick. Of course, the higher it is, the more that you may be chosen for priority. So do look out for the pricing plans on that as well. Speaking of pricing, you do get a free trial for the first 14 days, and that is no credit card required at all. Now, with the personal plans, they do start at $12 per month, which is billed annually, and with the business plans, it's around $18 plus monthly, which we'll take a look at after the overview. Now, you can get discounts for annual billing, as well as being a student, non-profits, and more. And you do get the odd seasonal times where they will apply a discount, so I would take advantage of that as much as possible. Overall, I would say Squarespace can encourage anyone to build a website easily, launch and grow full featured websites without that technical expertise of coding. It has the combination of beautiful design, sophisticated marketing tools, and top-notch support provided exceptional value. So now that we have more of an understanding on what Squarespace is all about, Firstly, what I want to do is check out the pricing plans, and then we'll look at the different products that they offer, as well as looking into the website builder itself. So before we get started, as I said, let's go through the different pricing plans. Now, again, this is just the trial version for 14 days. That's what you get really. However, that gives you enough time to look over the entire website builder just to see and how things will flow better. So what we have at the start here is the personal. Now that is £12 per month, which works roughly at around $14 per month. Now that is including a mobile optimized website. You've got templates to fit every need, as well as a free custom domain. Your next one, which is the best value, or tagged as the best value, which is the business, coming at around £17 per month, which is roughly around $20 odd. And that again has mobile optimized websites, templates to fit every need, free custom domain, advanced website analytics, and this time you can actually run an e-commerce website for this. However, any item that you sell, which is digital or a product or as well as a service, is a 3% transaction fee. Now you also do get a checkout on your domain. The next one up is the commerce, and this one is the basic plan, which is at £23 per month, which works to be roughly around $25, $26. Now with this you do have mobile optimized websites, templates to fit every need, you've got free custom domain, advanced website analytics, and this time instead of getting charged a 3% transaction fee, you get charged 0 transaction fee. So this would be great, especially if you want to run an e-commerce website. To pay the extra amount of £6 difference, it is up to you really. That all will base on how many items you will sell on an e-commerce website. Say you don't really make enough sales at the start, then you'd probably be best going with the business plan until you maybe find some more people trying to buy the product, and then that's when you can work out the percentage on how much you're actually paying them and how much you're actually making in terms of the commerce, where it's 0%, however you're still paying that £6 amount. So it is really best to just check out and see the difference for each month. So with this, if you are paying £17 on the business and the commerce, of course it's got a £6 difference, that works out to be around £72 or $80 for the entire year. So that's the difference between the two. Now, moving on, you do have the commerce, but this one's the advanced plan, which is coming at around £35 per month. So of course, additionally, that is much more expensive compared to the basic plan. And that is a £12 difference, meaning that between the two, that is £144 more than the basic commerce. What do you get though is you got mobile optimized websites, templates to fit every need again, free custom domain, advanced website analytics, fully integrated e-commerce, checkout in your domain. You've got advanced shipping, advanced discounting, and sell subscriptions. So you can also grab an enterprise plan as well. So say that these 4 plans don't work out best for you, then you're best going for an enterprise plan. This I would more recommend towards businesses that are at a larger scale. So you can have a custom plan, meaning that it'll be custom prices. So it will depend on what business you're running. Now you can, of course, select the Learn More button. This will give you a little bit more information based on Squarespace Enterprise. Just go through it. You can see some of the people that they work with as well. And this just gives you an overall idea. So you've got custom website production, SEO as well. You've got a internal communication, SSO, which is single sign-on. And of course, you can manage employee website editing access as well. So I would say the enterprise level is more, it's the top tier of what you can get for a pricing plan. So that's more or less one that you want to maybe think about if you are a big business. But then again, of course, with the bigger scale business, how easy do you want to have a website builder? Do you want to have an easy website, or do you maybe want to invest your money with getting a WordPress website or another hard code build website. So it all depends on the budget, really. You want to just have a look and see what the prices are for enterprise before jumping in and purchasing a plan. But anyway, that is pretty much what the pricing is all about. What I want to cover now is the different products that Squarespace actually offers. So if you are invested in Squarespace, you do have the option to view some of the courses as well as some of the other parts that they have here. So if you take a look, so we'll just take a look at the courses. So this is more or less the different courses that they have. Is if you're providing a service online, which is something that would be great to have, you can provide more of like a course-based website. So if you want to learn more on that, you can take a look through Squarespace. Now this is where you can actually have a built online course website. Again, these are more of the different add-ons there. So these are if you have a plan already. So that is pretty much the online course, and that is pretty much a new one as well to have. Now they've got a list of different areas there that you could look through, like the membership, store management, commerce extensions, as well as marketing overview, email marketing, SEO tools, creator tools, as well as the logo maker, which we'll take a look at later on in the video. But with the commerce extensions, now these are where you can add the third-party extensions to help boost and help manage your website. So you can see that these are basically just plugins if you think about it. So if you've ever worked on a WordPress site, or if you've heard of WordPress, it uses plugins to create beautiful websites and to help build websites as well. So there are big names here, as you can see. So there's MailChimp, which is to do with marketing. So that's email marketing as well. So you could push through your different products through different emails of people that have visited your website. They do have a range of different parts here, as you can see. So it would be worthwhile to check it over and to see what sort of extensions Squarespace has to offer. Now, another really cool one that Squarespace has really is the logo maker. Now, me in particular, I quite like the logo maker. Now, if you don't already have one and you are just maybe a startup business, then the logo maker is the best way to go. So the logo maker is very, very easy to work with. All you would need to do really is, of course, we'll enter the company name. So we'll just say profile tree. Go ahead and hit enter. And this is where you can search for some symbols. So just say that we want something based off a tree. So currently this is what we have. This is what the logo maker has created for us. I can actually go ahead and select this. I can go ahead and remove parts of it if I need to. I can move areas as well. So I can have this just aligned here. Say I wanted a tree. So I'll just go ahead and click on a tree. So there's the tree there. Probably go for something more like this and then just drag and drop this there. Or this one, that looks a lot nicer. Like so. But this time, instead of that fill color, I want to go for a color that suits our brand best. So 33 BC 77. See, so there's just a slight little glitch there. 33 BC 77. See if we could just click the right one there. Okay, so very close to what we need. 33 BC 77. Okay, there we go. So then with the profile tree logo, I'm happy enough with how it currently looks. I could, however, instead of how that looks so far, I'm just going to go ahead and bold it out like so. So that means that gives me more of an idea on what the Montserrat looks like on this. So I can go for a font weight here of bold, or I can keep it regular. I want to actually move that down a little bit. You can make these very, very minor adjustments as well. So profile tree, I might actually just go and see. Let's have a look. Okay, something I don't want to have. So Montserrat might be the way to go for us. It does look a little nicer. And then, of course, with the color as well, we'll probably just go for 33 BC 77. Like so. So there you go. There is a logo that has been created for us in a matter of seconds. Now, of course, you can change it up as well. You could do that tree or this tree, but I think that looks and flows a little bit better. You can get an idea on how the website will look as well. So this is what it'll show us. So that's basically how your landing page will look like, and then we could actually view some of the merch. That's how the merch would look like. So pretty cool to see the fact that it does give you a option for a logo maker. So if you're happy enough, you can go ahead and save that logo, and then you can download that logo for free as well. It won't give you several files. Some of these icons aren't going to be as great as you'll see it, but it is a great way to start off. So you could just select download, and then that is pretty much it. You get given a couple of options here, like the green one that we picked, or the white one, or the black font with white background. So it is really up to you. So it's up to 2000 px, and we can change that about as well. So if we want it to be 5000 px, then we can do so. So these are really great for areas like favicon. If you have a favicon, or you don't have a website builder logo, then you could use Squarespace itself. So we've more or less covered the overview, the pricing, as well as some of the extra parts and products like the logo maker. Now what I want to do is get started with the actual website builder. So I'll go through the different steps on how to create a website, give you an overall tutorial on it, show you guys some of the different templates that they offer. So start off by selecting Get Started on the top right. You'll now go through this pop-up. So this will actually be a pop-up. So it'll ask you whether what exactly is your site about. Then this is where you can go through and create a website for you. If you don't want to go through this route, you can go ahead and select I'm just browsing on the top right, and you get given these options. So you have different types of website stores or website types, like online store, portfolio, memberships, blogs, scheduling, one page, courses, and services. Depending on the topic of your business, of course, you can go for the topic. You can select some of the popular designs that they have, the all templates, art and design. You've got photography, health and beauty, personal and CV, fashion, and so on. There are so many different options. Again, it's got 200 plus design templates to choose from. So if we go for popular designs, you could see that we have 30 popular designs based on this. If we select all templates, we have actually 165 templates. So that is around the amount, I would say, then, which they've got. It's 165. They do try to add more in if they can. If some of the templates aren't doing too well, they will remove them or replace them. So this is currently all their templates as shown. If you're looking for specifics, again, you can use the type. So say that I'm looking for a one-page website, which we will go for ourselves with this overview on Squarespace. So as you can see, they have 23 one-page templates, and this is where we could pretty much just scroll through, just have a look. So they don't actually necessarily have business types, however, they do have named templates. So like Archer, or Bogart, or Bogart. You've got Cole, Colton, DeVoe, and then Florence, Grant, Essex. So they're mainly named instead of the traditional way you would say, oh, this is going to be a content marketing agency website build. This is going to be a personal trainer type website. So that's not the approach that Squarespace has done. But of course, once you have looked through some of the different templates that they offer, do feel free to, of course, view them. So it's best to preview the actual website first, or the website template first, before committing and starting with that design. And as well as this, if you really want to get an overview of the website, so you can see that we have a slight overview. It's not the full overview of it. We can see it from the desktop version, we can see it from the tablet version, as well as on the mobile version. But what's really cool about Squarespace is that you can actually view a demo site. So it brings you to a domain, or a dummy domain, but it is based off Squarespace, of course. So this is a full-blown website, as you could see, and it just gives you more of an idea on what you want the site to look like. So if we even go back and then just check out a website, more of an online store, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll filter out the type for online store, and then say that I did pick one out, so Zatar, we'll go for this one, and then we'll just go and view a demo site. You can see and really witness how well laid out the Squarespace site is. You can see how modernized it is as well. Some of the animations that are built in, you couldn't quite tell that this was actually just built by a website builder. So they are getting pretty advanced at the minute, as you can see. So you've got your shop, you can browse through different areas there. I'll just have a look to see if this will actually bring me to the shopping cart. So just say I said that I want to go for a 37, add that to cart. So that'll add that to the cart. You can see that it's automatically brought us to here, and then I can go ahead and check out. So you can see how it's actually brought us to a actual checkout. And of course it is saying checkout is closed. Of course the store isn't set up for process payments, but that is pretty cool to see. Of course, then you can put it in your email, and then you can sign up to receive news and updates. That's where email marketing actually kicks in. So that's where you can have MailChimp as well to promote some discounts, or you can promote some sales, whatever you may have on your business website. So that's another really handy thing to have with an e-commerce based website. But anyway, let's have a look back onto the template itself. We'll actually stick with the template that we were going to go for, which is the Fayette. Let's see if we can go back. And then I'll just go to the one page. And then I'll go ahead and start with this website builder and just demonstrate and show you guys how easy it is to use this particular website builder. Now, everything is arranged nicely. So this is where you can name your Squarespace site. So just say profile tree. Just make sure that I'm not in caps there. So profile tree. And then go ahead and continue. So this is where you can sell things that you need. So we'll just go ahead and continue. It's just more of an introduction to using Squarespace. Go ahead and get started. So here we have the Squarespace website builder. They do have new invoicing as well, but we'll just leave that for now. So this is how the site currently looks. And of course, just changed our title to profile tree there. So I'll just guide you guys on how to use Squarespace. Here on the left side, we've got our different areas. We've got website, which we'll primarily be focusing on. You've got the selling, if you want to create an e-commerce website. You've got marketing, same is applicable for selling. Contacts, analytics, as well as scheduling. And you also have your settings and help. So if you want to edit the actual website, if you just click on edit on the top left here, so go ahead and click on that. You then get given the editor option. So that expands it a little bit more, and that you can see our left side is not completely gone. So to add a section, you do get given the option there in blue, add section. So you can just click on that. You get multiple choices to add a section. So you can have an intro, contact, about, people, products, portfolios, testimonials, events, and so on. So you are just packed full of different options in order to make a section. Now, if you want to just have an element on, it does give you the options to just add videos, images, forms, charts, as well as the audio. So if we were to choose a designed one, of course, you would want to pick one that will blend more with your website. You could see some of them have cutouts as well, so if you want to have that blended integration with the rest of the sections, you can do so. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll actually take a look at some of the save sections. Of course, this is if you want to save something as well, you can do so. So you can click on it and then you can add it in like so. If you're not too happy with how that looks, you can remove this section, or you can simply select the back button here. But anyway, going back to the add section, we'll take a look at the other areas. You can also add a blank section if you need to. And then this means that this takes us onto our elements, which is add block. So add block basically is your different elements as stated. You can go ahead and click these and drag and drop, or simply just click and it'll appear on the section. You can see that you will get the squared bars at the background if you want to click and drag this particular text around. So just say that this is the center. You can see how I can center it off. If I'm not too happy with where it's at, I can go ahead and drag this and actually drag the editor down a little bit more if I want to have more space. Again, if I'm not happy, I can go ahead and revert my changes and it'll bring it back to where I was. If I want to delete a specific element, I can go ahead and remove that via backspace, again by selecting the bin here or reverting back the changes. So I'll just go ahead and remove it for now. So as well as this, you can see here with the different sections, you actually have a little text box here, or a little box, sorry, which enables you to edit the section. You can duplicate as well, you can favorite as well, or you can go ahead and bring it down. So if you need to bring sections down or above, you can do so. So that is pretty much that part. Now so I'll just demonstrate that. So if I did heart that particular section, that means if I go to add section and if I go to the save sections, you can see that that's now saved. With the add blocks, you've got several different options as well as basic. You do have the different marketplaces like reservations, you've got business, integrations as well, filters and lists, and premium. Now premium will only apply once you have selected a plan for this website. So that is pretty much it for the entire editor. It is just a very basic but easy to use and simple website builder. So as well as this, you do get some options on the top right where you can view the desktop version as well as the mobile version. And on top of this, you can actually go through the different site styles. So this encourages you to change the fonts, colors, animations, spacing, buttons, forms, image blocks. You do have different styles as well, so you can see how very well laid out the introduction is to creating a website. So there are just a bunch of different styles that you can choose from. Really try to get creative with Squarespace itself. I would say that Squarespace is very, very unique for what they offer as well, but do take into consideration with the pricing plan and see whether you can commit to those prices. So we'll check out the fonts. You can see that you can pick different fonts, and these will be towards headings, paragraphs, buttons, or miscellaneous, and you can set these site styles here. So say with the heading, I'm not too happy with how the actual family is. I'll just go ahead and change that to Brie. You can now see that that's now changed that. If I want the condense, I can go ahead and change that again. This will only occur for those who have heading. Now if I go back and if I go for another one, so just say I wanted to select the fonts and then instead of the headings, I'll go for paragraphs. So let's look at ones for paragraphs. So I'll just scroll down here. This is a paragraph. If I don't want this particular one, I can change that to the condensed. You can see how that's changed it straight away. Or again, I can browse all fonts. So that is pretty much just a demonstration on the different fonts as well. Now on top of that, with the site styles, you do have the different colors. This is where you can choose your color palette. So you can go for the lightest. And with this, that means that you can change with the site title, navigation links, as well as section backgrounds, overlays, and so on. And on top of this, you can actually edit your own palette. So let's just go through the editor here. So if we want to change this about, so RGB is that, I want to go for 33 BC. Let's see, B. So I'm just going to change that to hex code so it's easier. 33 BC 77. There you go. So that changes green. With the back end here, let's have a look. So that's the light color. And then just say with this one, I do the same thing. That's RGB. So that's now changed the actual font color. So all the font colors would more or less be that color. Or that would be the different headings. So that's how that's changed that. So yeah, loads of different options here within site styles, as well as the overall editor. You've got animations, spacing, and so on. So animations being, you've got your page styles where they fade. You can see how everything's faded in, or everything's scaled up, or everything slides up. You've got clip and flex. But for me, I actually like the slide. Gives it more of a modern feel for the website. You can even see it for the actual site here as well. So you can make it fast, you can make it slow, or you can make it medium. So pretty cool to see that there. So that is pretty much all it for the site styles. Buttons and forms and image blocks are more or less the same. You just need to configure and make sure that everything looks very nice. You've got primary, secondary, and tertiary. That's for the different buttons. Forms, you've got your different fields as well. See whether you want to add color onto them or what way you want the field shape to look like. You can create custom corners as well. Just really depends on how you want to build your website. So that is pretty much the site styles. Now moving on, I actually just want to briefly cover, so make sure we save and exit here. Just want to briefly cover some of the different areas here, like the contacts, analytics, and scheduling. So contacts, if we open this up, this is where you're able to see some of these subscribers, leads, customers, first-time customers, repeat customers, donors, and from submitters. So this is where you're encouraged to see some of the traffic that you're getting. You can add promotional pop-ups as well, import existing subscribers, and so on. You can add a simple campaign. So this is more or less just like email marketing almost. So just say that you are going to do something like this. You got a couple of different options there from templates, like promote a product or service, promote classes or events, announce a sale, share an update, send a follow-up, share your content, ask for support, and say thanks. So quite a couple of different templates that you can choose from. You can just click them up, use this template, edit that template out, go ahead and share that via email. You can see here that you do have the email there, and then this is where you can send out to recipients. And you can send a test if you need to as well. But of course, this only occurs, again, if you have a proper plan set in place. This will not work on the tutorial or the actual overall trial version of this website builder. So that's just a brief on email marketing. It's very, very cool to use as well. Very simple to use. And it is very handy if you want to promote your website more. If you want to offer some discounts as well, that's where you can go through. On top of this, you do have your analytics, so this is the different area where you can see the bounce rate, you can see the page views, visits. So that's just an analytics on the engagement to your site as well. You can have an overview of the engagement, see the site content. This is where you're able to see what products are popular, what products aren't, or what pages are popular and what pages aren't. Just gives you an overview on everything. So it's great to see that Squarespace has actually enabled that sort of engagement through this. Got activity logs, form and button conversions, site keywords, RSS subscribers. Now with the scheduling, you can see here, we'll just open up the scheduling here. Just give you guys a brief overview on the scheduling. So I'll actually just skip ahead once this is completed. So this is it here. This is the set up your scheduling page. So we'll just click next. So this is to do with the appointments. We'll just say test. Duration of that test is 60 minutes. Appointment, and then the pricing, we'll just say it's 200. There you go. 60 minutes. Like so, and then we'll just say that we work from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're off on Saturday, Sunday. We'll go ahead and click next, and then we'll just connect that later. You do have the options, of course, for the different payment plans as shown, and then just go ahead and click later. So this is where you can pretty much just go ahead and change everything up if need be. You have the options for client lists as well. And then on top of that, you've got your invoices as well as your reports. So that is the new one there, which is the invoices as well as the reports. You can see there appointments, revenue, users, intake forms, tips, and import and export. But yeah, that is pretty much the entirety of Squarespace itself. It is just a great overall all-rounder website builder. So I encourage you guys to pretty much just overview it, take a look at it, test out it, see if it's the right website builder for you before you build a website. But guys, that pretty much reaches the end of the video. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now if you did, let us know in the comment section below and tell us how we got on. But other than that guys, I'll see you for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.